Hey, what's going on, guys? I just saw the first John Wick movie because I did not previously watch the first one um, because I wasn't that into it at first. But now the second movie came out recently over the weekend, and I actually saw the first one today. So I thought I would share what my review of the first movie and maybe the second one if I ever get around to it. So anyway, this movie is really good. I did not expect it to be as good as I thought it was going to be. It was really, it gave you this weird story that connects with you in a way because of the way the story's set. It's like, it just does such a good job of, well, this is a review. I'm not going to spoil everything, but I will spoil maybe some plot-driven things, for the character. So I will kind of spoil maybe the first maybe 10, 20 minutes of the movie. So if you don't want to hear that, then you can just kind of skip over. Or if you don't care, then you can just stick around. Uh, Probably 20, 30 seconds. All right. So the story starts out with John Wick, and John Wick. It starts with remembering his wife, and watching this video about him and his wife hanging out together, and it's really sweet. And then it also shows us that she had this thing set up so where when she died, she got John this puppy, and this puppy was like her last gift, her passing gift to him, and it was really sweet, and he loved that puppy. So what happens is these people, these bad people come in and beat him up. They take his car keys, they take his car, and they basically rob him. And they kill his dog. They kill his dog, and that is why the story is kind of like dog's man's best friend, and that symbolism of like his wife and all that stuff. So it was really a good view and showing of that, and it was really good all the way through the entire movie. That theme a little bit. I think I still am kind of confused with the main theme, but that's probably my fault. But that didn't take away the enjoyment of the movie. So let's talk about the action in this movie. This action is probably one of the best action scenes and actions like scenes I've ever seen in my life. They're quick, they're new, they're active, and the stunts are amazing. It looks and feels real while you watch it, so it really sets a high bar there. I like how Keanu Reeves, who plays as John Wick, he's got good gunplay going on. It looks fantastic. And then as the story progresses, it shows us like this weird world of like assassins in this place, and like certain codes and certain rules, and it was really interesting, and I thought that was really cool that they had that, but they didn't really told us any of it, but they kind of hinted towards, hey, here's a few things that they do that a little bit. So that was really cool. I heard in the second movie you get to know a little bit about that world more, but the first movie I'm talking about, so we're going to stick here. What else can I talk about? I talked about the plot. I talked about, I guess, the bad guys. Let me talk about the bad guys. The bad guys they knew John Wick. So everybody in this entire movie that John Wick comes across knows him, except the people who break into his house and kill his dog, which is weird. And that was really, really, I don't know. I don't understand how you don't be like, hey, The one guy in the world don't ever want to fuck with is this guy. Like, so I mean, I guess because the big bad guy's son, killed his dog and all that. Because that's what the story is. Just trying to collect my thoughts here. Just actually finished a few things that were important before I did this review. So, well, mine's trying to come back to it in my mind a little bit. But no, the action was great. The plot was great. The characters, I don't know. The enemies didn't seem. The bad guys looked weak when compared to John Wick. There was a few times where John Wick had to like fight hand to hand, and some of these guys knew how to fight, and it was really interesting because it was cool because John Wick takes hits. He takes hits and shots and all that. So it's really cool to see that he also takes hits and he's not invincible, even though. He does kill a lot of people in this movie. There were I want to talk about the fighting because the fighting is something very interesting because I have not seen fighting that was so well choreographed and so well shot and done because people say these days how they have like shaky cams and stuff like that. This one did not have shaky cams, steady cams all the way through. Stuntman or Keanu Reeves, he did his scenes with flawless almost. Every shot, it looked great. I liked how in this movie, how he always went for like an execution to keep him down, which is really an assassin way or assassin approach, which I really like. What else can I say about this movie? This movie was not as long as I thought it was going to be. It was like an hour and 40 minutes about. It didn't feel long. Like, I think it was because like I was enjoying the movie so much that I lost track of time and I forgot how long it's been. So time didn't really factor into the movie while I watched it. But it was actually pretty long. It was pretty long. I didn't realize that about 2 hours have went by because I was enjoying it so much. What else can I talk about this movie with? Just everybody in the movie did a pretty good job, and I like this mystery about John Wick and the story and the assassins and this little underground society or little underground club or whatever it is. It's really cool. I can't wait to see the second movie. I do not plan on going to the theater and watching it anytime soon, but when I do, I will let you know. But I wanted to do this review in honor of the second movie coming out. And, yeah. And it's weird because this movie was amazing all the way from start to finish, that I could not find anything to nitpick in this movie, Rick, really, except all it did was just make me question it, but it never made me be like, oh, that was lame or something like that. The only part that was kind of confusing to me was this scene where, and don't worry, it's not a spoiler, there's a scene where Keanu Reeves comes out, though the phone's ringing, he answers it, and it's the guy on the other line, and it's like, I don't remember him grabbing that phone off of a dead guy. Like, that's my only thing that I didn't understand or I missed. But, I don't know. My brother said that he thinks he saw him grab the phone, but I don't know. Anyway, guys, so so you're probably wondering what the score is. Well, it's a 10 out of 10 because this story was great with the action, the plot, the themes, the music. Oh my god, the music was really good. I got like two new favorite theme songs from that movie. Really good music. yeah, this movie was great all the way through, and it is totally worth your money. I'm gonna go buy this soon on DVD. I actually watched it on. Um, I rented it on the Play Store and I watched it real quick, and it was really good. I did not expect it to be so good. So, like I said, 10 out of 10 all the way through. Um, Totally worth your money. I should have watched it in theaters because this was a really good movie. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. I'm out of here. Up, and away. See you guys.